Welcome to August 19th, 2026. The Singularity's new rate limiter is permission. OpenAI paused frontier RL training for 2 weeks after evidence its coming Astra model may hit a critical cyber threshold, its largest run now held behind token-level classifiers and a 20% compute toll. Sam Altman says, "We expect confidence and safety to increasingly set the pace of AI progress," though he notes near-term shipping is unaffected, and Jakub Pachotsky signed Pacing the Frontier to get labs coordinating. As one observer put it, the frontier now advances at the speed of containment. Pauses are becoming fashionable. Dylan Patel reports Mythos 2 is trained and withheld, while the loop-building Mythos 3 runs on, as with Astra. What is paused is the export, not the engine. Anthropic found another vector anyway, mind viruses, spreading agent to agent through wiped context, though a one-line warning immunizes. The open frontier does not pause, with Alibaba's Qwen 3.8-27b past 1 million downloads in days on laptops, and GLM 5.3 tying Kimi K3 at 60 atop the AAII index. The shipped models keep inventing. Claude ran an autonomous protein design campaign on 15 targets and bound 14, hitting 35.1% against a 10 to 15% norm, then matched a lab's 96.33% purity call from raw NMR in 23 minutes. Adaptive Bio ran the wet lab blind, and 95% of the designs expressed. GenBio's AIDO cell simulates a whole cell you can perturb, then designs molecules to move it, while Terence Tao asks the post-capability question, what mathematics is for? Safety is going retail. OpenAI shipped ChatGPT for teens, enrolling minors into study mode, study hours, and reminders that turn shortcuts into real work, plus private safety processing, flagging risky patterns under customer-held keys, unread by humans. Matter is repricing. DDR5 is up 485% year over year as hyperscalers lock up 2027 capacity, making memory half as precious per kilo as gold. Cerebras unveiled the CS4 750 petaflops for 50 trillion parameter models, and NVIDIA's moat moved from chips to capital, backstopping $105 billion in Ohio and marshaling $500 billion more. Pennsylvania bound data centers to local approval and their own power bills. Nebius and CoreWeave went short on contract length, while AWS went long, and PJM proposed curtailing unsupplied loads before any household. Half of Venezuela's crude now flows to U.S. refineries, and solar alone overperformed in Europe's heat waves because the real challenge starts after sundown. Atoms are gaining agency. Amazon is expanding drone delivery to 500 towns by year-end, and physical AI took $47.4 billion in funding over 6 months, beating 2022 through 2024 combined. Sensing outruns etiquette. ICE banned metaglasses at work as DHS budgets $7.5 million for its own. Comcast turned millions of routers into motion sensors, and Apple's AirPods with cameras surfaced running visual intelligence. The largest untapped market is overhead. As one builder notes, capping space's share of GDP is as quaint as 1600s economists capping the new world. SpaceX guided Starship Flight 10 in after 24 days adrift, a site called Straight Out of Interstellar, and China's Landspace landed its Ju-K3 booster on legs, only the third to manage that after SpaceX and Blue Origin. Even exhaust is optimized, with the UK's Blue Skies trial routing Atlantic flights clear of contrails. Something may already be up there. Representative Burleson revealed that agencies recreated the conditions known to attract UAPs at a Texas site, while ODNI, CIA, and FBI watched. And something showed up. David Grush offered the president a full accounting of retrieval programs. Avi Loeb's counsel backed immunity for witnesses, and Eric Davis claimed records of 4 non-human species. Disclosure, like model releases, is a permissions problem. Biology is compiling. Merck and Moderna's mRNA vaccine, written from each patient's tumor, cut recurrence and metastasis in 1,137 melanoma patients, the first Phase 3 win for mRNA in oncology. Not all of it is prescribed. Meanwhile, a sober younger generation swaps drink for gray market peptides, hangover-free until the withdrawal. Capital is rewriting its rules. The SEC, done waiting on Congress, proposed regulation crypto assets, exempting raises up to $75 million a year and freeing tokens from security status once founders let go. Anthropic's pre-IPO credit line passed $10 billion as banks bid for seats, and its founders took supervoting shares, leaving the throttle with them, not the float. The scoreboard flipped, with Anthropic doubling to $11.6 billion quarterly at a profit, over 40% of its ARR now through third-party clouds, while OpenAI booked $6.7 billion and a $12.3 billion loss. Yet 52% of Americans are warier than excited, most under 30s among them, not yet paradise-pilled enough to realize that people misbehave because the world is scarce, not the reverse. Sainthood isn't the entrance fee for paradise, it's the souvenir.